Hi, I'm Precious and you're welcome to my kitchen. Today I'm going to be sharing with you guys a snack from my childhood called Accra Banana, basically African Banana Fritters. I would have said Cameroonian Banana Fritters, but honestly this snack cuts across different African countries. There's even a version of it eaten in the Caribbean. It is basically banana mixed with some form of starch and deep fried. Banana fritters, it is insanely delicious. In Cameroon, it is made with cassava. So some people call it Accra cassava. It's basically banana mixed with cassava. Cassava is what is known as yucca root in the United States. Banana mixed with grated cassava, deep fried, shaped into about 1-inch balls, then deep fried. It is so delicious, so good. It's one of those things that reminds me of my childhood, because back in my primary school days we used to buy like 2 Accra bananas for 5 francs. That's like really less than 1 cent. You get 2, and I still remember the taste, how it tasted, how delicious it was. It was like one of the cheapest things to buy. And I love replicating that taste in my kitchen. When I make my Accra Banana, it tastes just like the one I used to eat in my primary school days. So authentic, and I'm so excited to share this recipe with you guys. So let's go over the ingredients and then we can start cooking. So to make some delicious Accra Banana, you need bananas, of course. So you need 6 bananas for this recipe, and I'm using overripe bananas because they yield the best flavor. Now you need cassava, but there is a catch. Since this is cassava, by the way, or yucca root, and it's a pain to peel and to grind. I've done that before, but it takes a lot of time. So what I do is I just buy the already grated cassava from the Asian store. It says grated cassava. So, and it's really cheap, just $1 something per pack. 1 pack is 1 pound of grated cassava, or 16 ounces, or almost about 500 grams. So I'm using 3 pounds for 6 bananas instead of grating the cassava. But if you want to grate your cassava, please, by all means, go ahead and grate the cassava, and use just grate about the same quantity. You know, you need 3 pounds of grated cassava. 3 pounds sounds like a lot, but it's not really a lot. And sometimes I'll use my food processor to crush the cassava. So it takes more time, but it's totally doable. Back home, we'll use a grater and do it by hand. I've equally done it by hand here. So I mean, how badly do you want to eat a cracked banana? Go ahead and grate, or use a food processor. If you have a powerful blender, you could use that too. You also need gari. Gari is basically granules made out of cassava. So this really gives a nice texture to your Accra Banana. As a matter of fact, I've made Accra Banana with just gari and banana, and I have that recipe on my blog. It's an easier way to make your Accra Banana. So good. So you need a cup of gari. Gari can be gotten from African stores or from the African aisle of Asian stores. If you can't get gari, you can substitute with cornmeal, 1 cup of cornmeal. Now you also need some salt for taste. To start up, peel your bananas and put in a bowl. I love using a really large bowl because that gives me a wide surface to work with. I'll just lightly break the bananas. So put them in. Okay. Now mash your bananas with a potato masher. You could use a wooden spoon, or you could even put this in a mortar and use a pestle if you happen to have a mortar and a pestle. That's the way we used to make it. Just mash into a paste. It doesn't have to be a very smooth paste, but it should come quite close. You don't want really big chunks of banana in here. That is looking good. So to our bananas, we are going to add the grated cassava. Straight out of the pack. I buy this frozen, then I let it thaw at room temperature. And the cassava you get will either be yellow or white. I think I have a mixture of the two. Yellow and white. That's totally fine. The grated cassava, that's if you're buying grated cassava. Now we have our cassava in. I'm going to add our gari. Then I'm going to add the salt, 2 teaspoons of salt. This is very important for taste. Another thing the gari does is it soaks up the excess water from the grated cassava, so there is no need to squeeze the cassava before adding to the banana. I'm just going to mix this until everything is combined. Okay, that's looking perfect. Now while our mixture is resting, I'm going to turn on the heat to high. Then I'm going to pour oil into my wok here. You can use a frying pan or a pot, whatever you want to use. I'm going to pour in oil up to about 3 or 4 inches. It's perfect. And I'm going to let this heat up for about 8 minutes until it comes to about 350 degrees Fahrenheit. That's 180 degrees Celsius. Now while our oil heats up, it also gives the mixture time for the gari to absorb the excess moisture from the cassava, and this leads to a mixture that is easy to mold into balls. So I'm going to show you how I do that in a bit. So our oil has heated up. I'm just going to start forming those balls, about 1 inch to 2 balls. What am I saying? About 1 to 2 inch balls. You know. So you form the ball, gently put it into the oil. So that's how you form the ball. So I turn the heat down to medium heat so they don't get brown on the outside too quickly without being cooked on the inside. So I would normally leave them cook for about 10 minutes on the oil. Then I start taking out those ones that look darker in color. Increase that heat a little bit so they can cook. So the Accra Banana is ready when it's a nice golden brown color like this. So these are good to go. Put them on paper towel to absorb the excess oil. Right now I'm going to make some more. Okay guys, I'm taking out my last batch now. That's a lot, which makes me so happy because I'm just going to store some of these in an airtight container in the fridge, and when I want to enjoy, I'll microwave it for the quantity I want to eat. I microwave it for about a minute, then it's as good as fresh. Then I enjoy. I have some African pepper sauce here, or African hot sauce if you like, and there's a recipe for how to make this on my blog. This is going to be the dipping sauce for the Accra, because you need something. Time to enjoy. This is so good. The Accra banana is crunchy on the outside, it's soft on the inside, it is sweet, it is salty, it is so delicious. This is perfect with some pepper sauce, like I'm enjoying it. You can also have this with some tea or some coffee. It is so good. I hope you guys enjoyed spending time with me. For the full recipe, go to my blog, preciouscore.com. If you liked the video, please give me a thumbs up. Also, subscribe to my YouTube channel and click on the notification bell so you do not miss any of my videos. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye bye.